Hello to all my friends out there. So now I want to drink a little mint tea and I want to have a small dessert. The reason I want to have a small dessert is because I made Pamela's grandmother's blueberry cake, and this is all the cake I have left. You gotta try this. This was a half a cake. And I had cake several times. This is good. What I did is I just added some frozen blueberries to the cake. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to eat the other half too. It's very, very delicious. Okay, so this is really nice because, I mean, I was hoping something like this would happen, but I really wasn't thinking something like this was going to happen, but I'm really glad it did. I wanted to share my grandmother's ways and get them out there. I wasn't thinking about sharing other people's grandmother's ways, but this is Pamela's. You guys, this is good. This is Pamela's grandmother's blueberry cake. I don't know why I didn't think of this myself. This is delicious. It could be any kind of berries. It could be strawberries. It could be raspberries. When this cake is cold, it's so delicious. And what I did was I had a half a white cake mix, and I made a half a cake. And then I had half a can of frosting in the freezer. And so then I used that on my cake. So the cake mix was 50 cents and the frosting was 50 cents. So this was $1 cake, and I've obviously enjoyed it. So I was thinking maybe some of you are thinking, yeah, I'd like to pay all my credit cards off and I'd like to save $1,000 too. Well, I do know I was a goal-oriented person all my life. And so the big picture is I want to save $1,000 and I want to pay all my credit cards off. But the best way is each day make a little progress in the direction of your goal. You know, so like say today, I spent very little money and I didn't charge anything on my credit cards. I haven't cut my credit cards up, and I don't think I'm going to, because that's not why I have the credit cards. I know this is in total contrary to the Dave Ramsey way, but I wanted, well, I used to do hair, and the banker told me try to get your credit limits up to $100,000. Good luck trying to do that when you're on Social Security and you're not working. So what I did is I drove my limits up as high as I could, and I was just about ready to start paying them off before I came up on this. But what I will do with my credit cards is I will stop charging. That's the easiest way. And then I will just evaluate the credit cards and see which one I want to pay off. I agree with him, just pay them off one at a time. But if you move in any positive direction, as long as you're moving in that positive direction, you know, of not spending money and saving money, eventually, you know, you're going to get to the goal of $1,000. Okay, if you save $20 a week, you'll get to $1,000 in 1 year. But if you can't, just save anything, you know, and you're moving in the right direction, and then you become more adept at doing it, you know. And I think the trick too is to try to earn a little extra money. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you guys what I spend. I'm going to show you guys, you know, okay, when I was young, I used to send my son to private school, which should have been totally and completely impossible. But I did it because I was determined to get my kid, you know, I didn't want him coming out bad. And every year it'd be almost time for school to start, and I wouldn't have the money. I wouldn't have any of the money. but somehow I would come up with the money. And so, and my family would go, well, did you get the money? And I go, yeah, I did get the money. I almost had a heart attack, but I got the money. So, and to this day, if you do the math, it should have been totally and completely impossible. So then through time, I learned how to do this kind of stuff. So as I'm going to do this, I'm going to show you guys what I do. And so, as for the cheap food, this dinner I just made, I've made this dinner for a million years. And why I like it is because you bake everything. There's no labor to it. And then, you go, oh, your dishwashing technique, that's stupid. Well, I'm throwing all my stuff into, and I don't have many dishes either. I'm throwing all my dishes into some sudsy dishwater. I'm leaving it there for about 10 minutes. Then I'll knock all the food off and I'll load the dishwasher in a minute or two. Because I worked all the time. Most of the time I wouldn't get home till 8 o'clock at night. So, okay, you guys, try the cake. This is the best cake I ever made in my life. It's delicious.